Okay, yeah, we are fully set. Yeah, those ones who have joined us, good afternoon, and thank you so much for being part of this training program. We're excited, first of all, to have received your applications and to have had this several months engagement with you all. I trust that it has been both a challenging and exciting experience for some or all of you. And I was at the point of saying that we'll be sharing our experiences of how this whole thing has been for our individual selves, and what challenges you faced, and any other reflections or recommendations that you have for us, that will be very welcome. So we'll be going through the order that I have in my screen. The first person on my screen is Lasso Simon. In case you're not ready, just tell me that, oh, I'm not ready for that. Lasso Simon?
Yes.
Yes, you can go.
Yeah, I think the training was nice, and it encourages everyone to, personally, me, I have learned a lot from the training, and I will use it as I learned from. And second, the other thing is what I have seen, from my side, is the issue of internet. That's what is facing me properly, and sometimes I cannot attend fully, and sometimes I cannot go more than 30 minutes because of internet. Because now I am my person working with the government, and in the government offices there are no internet. I have to use my personal data, so sometimes the network is not okay. That is what is facing me, really. But I've catch up through my colleagues who were fully involved, and I'll be okay in future. And thank you.
Good. Yeah, thank you so much, Simon, for sharing that. Have you attended any of our physical trainings in Juba?
Physical, no.
But you are in Juba, right?
I'm in Juba.
Okay, I hope next year you should be able to come for one of our physical trainings, because so the issue is, yeah, we run these online trainings because they're sort of flexible and they cover a wide range of topics compared to physical trainings that we can have only in a single day because of issues of capacity to be able to do longer term ones. But I'm sure you can reinforce the knowledge by attending those kind of trainings, and I look forward to having you.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. Nice having you, and I wish you the best. Next, Gwen Chol.
Okay. Thank you. I think you are getting.
Yes, we are getting you.
Yeah. Really personally appreciate the 211 check for organizing these events. So I really benefit a lot. Probably people are suffering from this kind of forces or how to take the information. For all these 3 months, I learned a lot. Then I really appreciate you guys, all the team, plus the partners who donate for you this program. So the challenge that I face on these 3 months is the issue of internet, because in South Sudan here, we're using direct internet where you supply yourself. It's very hard for some of us to get the internet, because for you to complete the show, you have to make sure you canalize 5 hours. That 5 hours almost 1,000 something for a student. It's very hard, because me myself, I'm still a student at the west of Juba, but I say let me participate in this one because it really pains me a lot, because some people are suffering on this. So my recommendation is I would like to ask 211 Check to continue engaging youth, particularly young people who are using social media, so that they can make sure they have to know the real use of this social media in different parts. Like for example, if you are Twitter, you have to make sure before you retweet or repost it, make sure you analyze the post so that it will be self-side. Number two, our people they don't analyze things when they see something being posted. They don't never know this might be scam. There might be some people acting, try to hack some people information. You already saw the post for number 4, program number 4. So I really appreciate it. I wish some use will come and thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. Gwen, you said you're in Juba. Have you attended any of our physical trainings this year?
No.
Okay. Next year, be sure to come by. Have you come to Seniors Hub?
I never.
Yeah, you should check out Seniors Hub on the holidays. It's a good space. Like they now have free internet, especially if you're a student and you have some research work to do and you want a strong internet, you can consider coming. It's also a good working space, an outdoor working space where you can have some peace of mind.
Where is the location?
Is at High Malakal, opposite James Hotel. Just when you reach James Hotel, the eastern direction is where Seniors Hub is. Yeah. Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
John Goodmatch, the man from Bor.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. First of all, I would like to thank God for letting us reach this far. It's been 3 months. We've undergone this training for 3 months. I would like to thank you, particularly Bida and 211 Check at large, for offering us this opportunity. We have gained a lot. We have learned a lot, particularly how to consume information. We didn't have these skills, but we have now gained skills. At least right now, we can at least teach our peers and try to help in fighting hate speech in the community. That's a thank you to you and 211 Check at large. We have had a lot of challenges, but we have overcome them because we have come to the end of the training. We thank God for that. We would like to 211 Check to offer this kind of training, to provide us with advanced trainings so that we can perfect our skills. Thank you.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you so much. Were you there in our training in Bor when we went there in May?
I was not there, but I think this time around when you come back, I'll be there.
Sure. Yeah, we should catch up when I come to Bor, and yeah. Otherwise, we will share advanced training skills, especially from our partners. We work with organizations like Cohort for Africa and Africa Check, and from time to time, they offer advanced training. The good thing is all of us will continue to engage through the WhatsApp group. So we usually share those opportunities there. And when they come and you check that you are available during that time, please do sign up. Also, there are certain things like fellowships that are coming up. So next time when we put out a call for fellowship, we'll actually give priority to people like you, people who have been part of our training program that we know, than somebody who is a fresher and we do not really know him or her very well. So this is an advantage that you have. Even as 211 Check expands and maybe there is need for more human resource in the 211 Check desk, and any of you who is available at a particular time when you put a call, then you will definitely be a priority. Otherwise, thumbs up and thank you so much. Next, David Lual, the guy from Stafford. Hi, referendum.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Actually, with this training, it has been a nice experience to all of us. And for me, I'm going to sum it up in just a small incident that happened. I hope you guys are getting me.
Yes, we are. We are getting you loud and clear.
Yeah, thank you. Most times then, the way I use social media back in the days is just maybe to socialize with my friends, and we share these tips between most of the celebs here. But when I learned this fact checking thing, I've got to do more things now on it. That I don't only read comments, I don't only share things, but I can be able now to verify, of which is a good thing that I've learned from this session. And again, I had a friend who was in Ethiopia. That friend of mine went for studies, and we had another one here because we were all together at school. So he was told by the sister of one of our friends that the sister died. Yeah, he had to tell me that our friend died. But instead of me to like spread the rumors to Ali, I said no. Let me first check. I went to that lady's Facebook page, and I found nothing like being posted that she died. I went to some of the friends, and there was nothing like that until I called her number herself, and I spoke, and I never knew that she was the one. I just said that I heard she died. She had to first close the phone, and she first cried, and then got back to me, and she said, "Where did you hear this from?" I said, "We heard it from your little sister." She said, "You died." So, but she said no, she's not dead. It was just a prank that the sister did to the friend. So without these skills of 211 check, I wouldn't have at least checked it out. I would have just passed the information to the other friends of mine that so and so died. But no, I used the skills. I check it if truly she died, and then I came up with everything, and I told my friend back in Ethiopia that she's alive, she's not dead. And thanks to this training session, it helped a lot. And so that is my experience. Otherwise, the hardest thing to have done was the issue of the internet. Yeah, I had to struggle so hard, hustle so hard to at least make it in a day that I have nice data that can reach 1 GB. You know, those days we only subscribe maybe 150 or 100 GB. But with the session, it was kind of hard balancing school and the work. But I tried and hustled so hard that I should finish this program. And thanks.
Perfect. David Lual, and I'm happy that you're already putting into work the skills that you have gained over this 3 months period. I wish you all the best, even in your professional career. And we also have more engagements even beyond this training. Cheers. And we have Ayen. Ayen, would you like to talk? Ayen? Okay. Ayen seems to be not there. The next person on my screen is Adao. Dao?
Sorry. I'm there.
Okay, you can come in.
Yeah, so I was in an internet cafe and I was drinking beer. So thank you for the opportunity. I hope I'm not noisy where I am.
You are loud, Ayan.
Okay. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for the opportunity. And I've learned a lot about hate speech mitigation. And I think I was one of those people who, when I was on Facebook, I used to like sharing a lot. And I came to realize that sharing without verifying the source of information is wrong. And then also, I would be part of the disinformation. And it's actually very bad because as a journalist, you should really be
Looks like we have lost Ayen. Adao, can you go?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I hope I'm loud.
Very, very loud.
First of all, I would like to appreciate.
You unmute, unmute.
Yeah, I think I'm mute now. I'm on mute now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so my appreciation goes to 211 Check, bidders, and my colleagues here. So I'm really grateful for the session that has been going on for the past 3 months. It has not been easy, but I thank God that we have made it today. Personally, and I believe that others as well, we have been facing the issue of internet, which is a major problem in Juba. People are going through crisis of data these days. And I'm really glad that I'm able to attend this session because I've learned a lot. This is a career that I'm studying at my 3rd year in the University of Juba. And I'm appreciating you personally because the knowledge I've gained so far is enough. And I know that I'm able to put it into good use. Because as Ayan said, sharing, I left Facebook for about a year ago, and sharing stuff, misinformation was one of the things that made me leave Facebook, because there are some stuff that I see and they turn out not to be real, and a lot of scam issues. So, but again, I deactivated my Facebook account because I saw that this is a skill that I've obtained, and I've come to realize that I should not run away from something that I'm targeting. I should face it, and I'll face it again. I'm able to do fact checking. I'm able to know which one it's a real or fake news, or which one is a real or fake information. So I deactivated my Facebook account again, and I go through, and I'm able to see how things flow. So secondly, the kind of interaction we have gotten so far, I believe that most of us are not in one place here. For example, so I had someone is in Bor, other person in Wau Yambio, across South Sudan. And we are able to interact and get to know each other. Only visually like this, but you never know, one day you might meet someone physically. So thank you so much at large as 211, because as a youth, you guys have brought us together. It's not easy to bring you to socialize together these days, but these sessions have done so. My appreciation to you.
Thank you so much, Adao. Have you been part of our physical trainings in Juba this year? We have had a lot of them.
No, this was my first.
Okay, I hope next year you'll be part of our online engagement. Even we might bring all of you together in a summit, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah, sure. Asiki, I hope you're not, if you're not in a noisy place, you can talk. Asiki, Alex, and then Asha Charity follows. Looks like Asiki is in a noisy place. As Charity, can you go? Lady from MTN, HR. Charity.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm online. Okay, thank you for the opportunity that you've given me. Actually, I'm just an upcoming HR, but not yet. Yeah, so what that thank you so much for the opportunity that you've really given to us, and we're able to learn a lot of things from you, like mostly from your team, Bidan 211 check. Actually, at least now we can be able to fact check issues and a lot of things. Actually, now coming to the problems that we face, yeah, things are happening, but we really appreciate the Lord that we are able to overcome all the challenges and we have gained new knowledge. Thank you so much for that, and I really appreciate. Thank you.
Have we lost Charity?
Hello, you guys are getting me?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just like, thank you for the opportunity that you guys are able to prepare for us this session. It's really something very hard to get, like having a free session like this is really very hard. And we really appreciate the organization and then your team Vida, you've really been so cooperative to us. And with what you've taught, we shall take it into action. And we have learned a lot, the new skills and then the knowledge about fact checking. And we just promise that at least one day we should meet physically and then see who Bida is, that you've been so cooperative with us. We really appreciate that. Thank you. With the challenges, we have really overcome and we thank the Lord for that.
Amen. Yeah, so definitely we're going to catch up. Like I said, we will try to put together a big event that brings all the people from the first cohort, the second cohort, the third cohort, and we're going to start the fourth cohort in February. So we'll have discussion with the top management of the organization, and definitely we may come together for like 2 days and celebrate this learning journey. And I'm sure we're going to work on that.
Okay, that would be great.
Yes, please. Okay, great. Emmanuel Sitamoy. Emmanuel Sitamoy.
Yes, Bida and my fellow college. Yeah, so this is Emmanuel Sitamoy from Kenya, particular refugee camp, Kakuma. So I just want to greet all of you in the first place, and then I need to give a thanks to the Almighty God for keeping all of us, the team plus the management up to this time. And then we really appreciate it. It has not been an easy journey, but we have accomplished our mission. So we are in the right place now. So I appreciate that. So let me come to the part of our training. So we really appreciate the training was very good and wonderful. Like me, I am working with one of the radio station here in the camp. I am a presenter, and then I've learned a lot. It has increased my knowledge and then my ability in running my programs and then in carrying out my tasks for my organization. So I wish this should always be a continuous journey, and then we wish that you people, like what you have just said, you should increase the level so that like we, those who have like completed the this first one, then we should get another slot for maybe advanced stage, so that at least we can be somewhere, because this little knowledge we have taken, it has really helped us a lot for those who will put it in consideration. So, but for those who will not put it in considerations, maybe they might not seem like it has helped. But to my side, because it was all focusing on journalism and then knowing how in the informations and then all this, I really appreciate. So I thank 211 for the great job you have done, you guys. I can't appreciate, I don't know how I can appreciate you, but what I can say is you guys, you have really helped us in a very good way. You have always been by our side through the Facebook chat and then even inbox. So you have really helped a lot. To the challenge, hopefully we know challenge in everything there is a challenge, but to our side the challenge was only about the issue of the bundles. It has been a problem with the bundles, but at least we have tried our best, because when they always say when you need to get something, you need to put your effort, even though no matter what the challenge is, you have to focus and then you will overcome everything. So we have overcome it and then we have successfully completed the course. So I really appreciate that. What I just want to say it, at least issue to do with the connectivity, the internet, the next time you people, maybe you might see into the way out on, maybe coming up with a system whereby it can at least include other people, because we know some of the people, they are interested, but the issue is getting the bundles is a problem. At least maybe you should see on way how you can at least put something little so that it can help our fellow brothers and sisters, those who might be interested, but the way of getting the bundles be their problem. You see on how you can be able to put that into consideration in plan, it may be in future, in long-term plan. So that is that. So I really appreciate, I thank everyone. I've get to know all of you guys. With the time to come, I will also be visiting South Sudan and then also Juba, and then like some of you might be also listening to our program direct, can also stream Emmanuel online, so you are free to do that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sita Moy, all the way from Kakuma town. Nice to have you, man. And I'm happy you've been able to attend most of the training sessions, and cheers. Next, Sukuyo Jackson, the man from Yambio. Sukuyo.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, colleagues. Good afternoon to you, Bida. Thank you very much for today. Today is the last session of our 3-month journey. So I would like to appreciate everyone, and I would also to appreciate 111 Check for the wonderful opportunity that they've given for the use of South Sudan, bringing them together at least to train them in this kind of training. So we hope the next group who are coming on cohort 4, they will also be able to do the same as some of us has been. In terms of challenge, yeah, we had some challenges, like said earlier on by my colleagues. We had challenges to do with the data bundle. So, you know, most of us are not working. Some of us are using MTN data bundle, and it is not easy. Some of us are also hustling. You know, you need to put food in the table, so you also need to attend the training. It was not an easy thing for us, but all in all, so today we are here. We are glad that at least with God's mercy, we have pushed and reached this day today. So we really thank you and the organization itself for the wonderful work and the wonderful effort that they've done to make sure at least the training reached the day of today. I, on behalf of the Yambio team, we would like to appreciate the organization and appreciate you, Bida, for this kind of training. Let them continue to provide such kind of training to those who have not yet attended training, so that they can also benefit from it. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Thanks so much, Sukuyo. I wish you every best, and may the peace and joy of the Christmas season be with you over there in Yambio. We have next person. We have Data Betwell. Data Betwell, are you there? If Data is not there, then Deng, D-E-N-G, Deng.
Okay.
Yes, you're welcome, Deng.
Okay. Thank you. Actually, I'm going to thank the whole team of 211 Checks. I'm very happy to be here with you for this 3 months. Actually, I'm a statistician by professional, but I'm trying to cope up with the work of journalism. At least I've known now something, because in Facebook, there are so a lot of things that people are posting which are not good, and it was not easy for me to identify which post is good, which post is not good. But at least now, 211 Checks have opened the way. I'm very happy for the time I've been here, and also thank my friends we have been together. I hope one day, though it's not easy to recognize somebody's face, but I hope one day we shall recognize one another. I'm in Juba. For those who are in Juba here, I think one day we can meet and we see one another. Actually, I made one mistake last time. There was a post that being posted by someone that a certain guy died. And I shared the post without noting whether it is true or not true. After some time, the person who was claimed to be dead called me, and I was surprised. Are you people listening to me?
Yeah, we're getting
yes, we're getting you.
Okay, so I was surprised how that person called me, and he told me that post was against the guy who posted the post was against him, and I was so ashamed. So I deleted the post immediately, and now I hope it will not happen again. And I'm going to advise also some people. I have some students here with me, which are in the University of Juba, some are in other universities like Catholics. So after the sessions, sometime I also go to them, I downloaded the videos and I also share with them. And I hope maybe the next session or the next training, some of them will also join. I'm very happy for this time I've been here. Thank you so much, Bida. I also thank Oshaya Jackson. She was helping me for my assignment. And I thank the whole team. I think that's a small thing I can say. And I hope I will visit the place you said that before, that I don't know, you said it's around Malakal, but I'll get time also when I visit it, so that I interact and I also see the environment around. And thank you so much. I thank everyone around here.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Dang, and I'm happy you've been able to be part of this training, and may you continue to use the knowledge to improve your work and also to help those people around you. We have Peter Panom, VHO. Peter Panom, VHO. Modi, I've seen you've written your comments in the chat, so I think you may not want to talk. Work Attack, you've also written your comments. Do you want to talk? Yes, big man. Okay, great. So, okay, guys, thank you so much for all your comments. We appreciate all of them, and we hope that you guys will continue to use the knowledge to improve your work. So let me just do a little presentation about how the training has been from our perspective as 211 check. I hope you all are seeing my presentation. Are you all seeing my presentation? Can you confirm that?
Yes, we are seeing your screen.
Okay, great. So this training is called Empowering Fact Checking in South Sudan Training, and its purpose is basically to strengthen the capacity of content creators. That can be people who are civic actors, can be people who are in the academia, it can be media practitioners, to see that they share content responsibly. Like all of you know the current trend that has been going on, and we are happy that a couple of South Sudanese have not been engaged in sort of in cyberbullying or whatever that is happening at the moment. So you find that most of the thing that is happening right now is perpetrated by international actors. So this means that South Sudanese are sort of getting into responsible content sharing, which is a thumbs up. So this training is delivered, of course, for content creators from across South Sudan, and it's intended to help participants gain knowledge and skills that are used by professional fact checkers to enrich their work in multiple fields. So fact checking skills is not only important for a fact checker or for a journalist. It can help you. Like, I'm happy we have people who are human resource managers here. We have people who are statisticians, and we have people who are university students in different fields, but they are doing this. So we hope that as part of this training, you are expected to learn new techniques and sources to check information, to determine accuracy and promote veracity of information in the public domain. So these fact-checking skills are meant to empower you to combat the spread of misinformation and disinformation in South Sudan and even beyond, with the ultimate aim of helping you as a content creator and media organizations to practice fact-checking in South Sudan. So all of you who have been selected for this training have had the opportunity to be mentored by both local, and some of you will still be mentored by international fact checkers, and all of you are now inducted into the 211 Check fact checking community, which is that WhatsApp group that is written fact checkers in South Sudan. I hope most of you are already in that WhatsApp group. If you're not there, please join. Now, we have had a team of trainers. We have had myself, we have had David Uku, we have had Steve Topua, we have had Arik Robert, we have had Njoki Karaoke, we have had Charles. So we've had like 6 trainers who have been able to put together these training resources that were shared with all of you. So what were the objectives of this training from the beginning? We need to remind ourselves what the objectives of this training. Wow. The objectives 1 was to build the capacity of eligible and interested. Like, all this is vested on interest of an individual to learn. Yeah. So that you are able to meet and maintain rigorous fact-checking standards, which you have already learned. And we also see that the training objective was to foster relationships and networks to promote exchange of best practices and lessons learned. So right now, we are now friends with a couple of you guys, which wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for this training. Now I got to know Modi Moses, I got to know Ayen, I got to know Sukuyo, I got to know Moses Mubruk, David Lual, Asiki, Wekatak, Peter Panom, Deng, Data Betwell, Emmanuel, Asha, Adao, John Good, Gwen, Lasso, and several others who are not here. This was because of this training. If it wasn't for this, I wouldn't know you, you see, or we wouldn't have met. So this was one objective of these trainings. And if, even like me, I may contact some of you even beyond this training, you see. So this means that this is a lifelong kind of engagement that we have just had. And then we also see that we provide a level platform for dialogue between participants on how to build knowledge societies, particularly regarding fostering collaborative environment nationally on fact-checking and information verification. In each of the training you have, there's feedback that you provide. So you find that at the end of this training, we will revisit the information that you have been providing during every session through the attendance register. And that attendance register, or the information that you have provided, will help us in sort of improving the sort of work that we are doing. Even your recommendation will help us improve the next training program. Like you realize that there are even maybe new courses that will be introduced in the next training which you do not have. You see that? And all this will be shaped by the recommendations that you have provided. And then we also want to see that we share experiences on the South Sudan media landscape and the use of fact-checking tools as mechanisms to advance the veracity and accuracy of information in the public domain, and to collectively generate consensus on ways to improve the information ecosystem in South Sudan. All the interactions that we've had to share a lot of ideas, and all of us have had to discuss examples of how the South Sudan media landscape looks like. So this sort of information sharing helps a lot. Like like somebody said earlier that they had deactivated their Facebook page. But after being part of this training, they realized that there wasn't any need of them to deactivate their Facebook page, but they rather face the reality and do what is expected of them as their responsibility as a digital citizen. You see that? So this is one objective. And then the last objective was to enhance proactive publication of health-based information and responsiveness of media institutions to engage content creators in establishing and strengthening mechanisms to facilitate adequate disclosure of timely and accurate information. You see that? So most of you now will see that some of you work with media organizations. You go back to a media organization and say, hey, let us try to do the right thing by seeing that we publish content that is really, really helpful to us now and even beyond. So what were the training models that were covered? We had covered introduction to fact-checking. We covered the fact-checking principles. We covered fact-checking tools. We covered health misinformation and standards of care for health misinformation response. We also looked at social media hate speech mitigation. We looked at online research, what we call social media investigation. We looked at the basics of investigative journalism. We looked at Google productivity tools. We looked at digital wellness and cyber safety. We looked at introduction to data journalism, data cleaning, analysis, and visualization. So these are courses that some of you may not be having in the courses that they are studying, but the knowledge that you have here can supplement you in doing the work that you are doing now, or the work that you intend to do in the future. And even you may go into freelancing if you choose to better your skills in this, because most of the things that were done were introductory, but you can choose to build passion for one of these fields and then develop your skills in them. So some things worked. So what were the successes that we have had? What worked? So we had 22 virtual training sessions that were delivered twice every week. At least we have been able to follow the timetable. And then we see that all of you, if you notice, you see that in the WhatsApp group, we have like 100 plus people, and most of them have not been attending these sessions. So, but in the attendance register that we have, 51 people have been able to attend at least a single session in the training. This is based on the attendance record. And then most of you can now easily spot and report online misinformation and other suspicious content through the WhatsApp group that we have seen. And we have also noted that the trainers were able to diligently deliver their sessions. Most of the trainers were available during their time, and some of them had internet issues here and there, but at least they did their best. What didn't work? We had several things that did not work. One of it is many trainees drop out of the training without formal communication. We wrote follow-up emails to them, but they didn't get back to us on what went wrong. The issue is this: like most people, they get excited. Like a lot of people, when they come across any opportunity, they get overexcited and then they don't do proper analysis. Because listen, when you come across any opportunities, first of all, you need to take into consideration the dates, and then you look at your schedule, and then check your availability. Then you look at the kind of resources that this sort of training demands from you, or this opportunity demands from you. And then after that, you then proceed to apply after making a proper analysis. You see that? But we have realized that a lot of South Sudanese, they get opportunities and they get very excited. They apply for stuff and they do not show up. You see? So this is very unfortunate. So this is one thing that did not work. Another thing that did not work was, again, irregular attendance by some trainees. Only a few attended all the sessions, but majority attended 3/4. So when later I will share the training statistics, you realize that a lot of people have been irregular. Today they are there, today they are not there. But the good thing with this training session is that most of the sessions have been recorded. So at least you guys can still access most of the resources even after this training. You see that? And then the good thing is also that most of the trainers share their presentations after every session. So this means that you can still check that out at your free time. And then also another thing is most of the trainees, most of you, I expect you write at least 2 fact checks before the end of the training, but unfortunately, some of you have not been able to write even a fact check. And yeah, no fact checks have been published by some trainees. And this was intended to see that you demonstrate knowledge that you have gained and demonstrate your learning outcomes. So another thing is what next? So some of you will ask, what next after the training? Is 2-on-1 check going to leave us like that, or is stuff like that? No, we will continue to have you at heart. And what is going to happen is this: we will continue to engage through that WhatsApp group, the WhatsApp group that has the alumni, the WhatsApp group written fact checkers in South Sudan. I have shared the link in the WhatsApp group, but again, I'm going to share the link in the Zoom chat, so you can just fill out the link. You can just click on the link in the Zoom chat, and it will take you to that WhatsApp group. So that is the WhatsApp group where we'll continue to engage even beyond this training. And what happens is you will also continue to engage in media monitoring and fact-checking work. And we will sometime next year introduce what we call fact check for a pay initiative. This is where you will work on a freelance basis, because obviously 2-on-1 check cannot have is to see that you practice what you have learned, and also to motivate and reinforce learning. We'll introduce fact check for a pay initiative where you will write your fact checking articles on a freelance basis, and then 2-on-1 check will pay you for that article if they publish it. You see that? So that is one way that we will continue to engage. And then another thing is fact checking and investigative journalism fellowship, both internationally and locally. So sometime next year we'll also have fellowships around fact checking, around cybersecurity, around digital rights. So when you see this call for applications, and then when you are available, because most of these things are physical, where you will need to come to the office and work from the office, especially those ones in Juba. So when you see this call, and then when you notice that you are available and you can do what is required, then please apply, because we will give higher consideration to you than to someone who has never been part of our engagements. And then another thing is also fellowships outside. Once you have a background in fact-checking training, and then you have written at least one fact-checking article, and then you apply for fellowships by fact-checking organizations like Africa Check, like Code for Africa, and then definitely you will be given an upper hand because you already do something. Another thing is, in case any of you needs a recommendation letter to be able to furnish anything that you are doing, you can also reach out to us, to me, and later to help you in whatever that you want to do related to your writing work. And also short courses. You may be admitted for short courses, like we have a lot of short courses online. Some of them are funded, some of them are not funded, but they can be very helpful for you, and no background in this training that we have had can help you a lot. So announcements, there are some pieces of announcements that we are going to put across. One of the announcements is that all of you, as long as you have access to your email, you will continue to access the Google Classroom. So also when you go to your drive, to your Google Drive, you will see a folder written Classroom. So when you open that folder, inside you will find the name of the classroom and all the resources that were shared during the training program. You will find them in that Google Drive folder. So this is one thing. The Google Classroom will be accessible to you, and it will be there in your list of Google Classrooms. And then the WhatsApp group, which is for the training, will be closed. The WhatsApp group will be closed, and no more conversations will happen there. In case of anything, you will have to reach out to me privately. So you need to know my number. If you don't know my number now, you need to know it. And then you need to also see that you join this group. Let me share the link again. Please join this WhatsApp group. That is where we will continue to engage about fact checking. And then you can always reach out to 211 Check for any inquiries that you have in regards to the training or any other things. Or in case you want to share opportunities with us, you can also reach out, and we'll be happy to collaborate. Another thing is also in terms of the opportunities. So some of you, we can also incorporate them to become trainers. But one thing you need to know is that all our trainers do this work on a volunteer basis. So this means that if you're already there, there's no problem. That's perfect. On a volunteer basis. So if you also have the time to be able to share the knowledge that you have gained, that is fine. We will help you put together your presentation and then help you also where necessary. And then we are working on your certificates, but certificate will be given for those who have sent in their individual training reports. So if you don't send your training report, we will not process your certificates, but certificates will only be processed to those people who have submitted their individual completion reports. And yeah, so any questions, guys? If you have any questions, you can ask in case there's anything that I have not covered during the presentation. Any questions, you can raise your hand. And those ones who have, yes, Sukuyo, you can ask your question. Yeah, you send the report to my email.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. I just wanted to ask you, earlier on you were asking how many participants has attend physical training in Juba. I think you have done a lot of good number of training in Juba this year, and hopefully maybe next year also you're going to do another physical training also in Juba. But our question remains is, what of the rest of the states? What are your plans to reach out to states like we have Western Equatorial State, we have Western Brazil, we have all these states with outside Juba. So are you planning also to go to the states with the same also physical training?
Yes, we were in Yambio. We were in Yambio in July this year.
Okay.
Yeah, we were in Yambio.
Okay.
We were also in Western Barakazal in Wow. We were also in Eastern Equatoria in Torit. We were in Bor, Jonglei State. So next year we'll also go to some of these states with more trainings. Yeah. Any other question? Any other questions? Okay, great. So if there are no questions, I will excuse all of you. Maybe you can go and do final touches on your individual reports, and please join the WhatsApp group, the main WhatsApp group, so that you will not be left out in case we close the WhatsApp group. Have the very best of your afternoon, and please do take good care of yourselves. It's Christmas, and may the peace of this season be with you all.
Thank you, and same to you.